Is this clear, everyone? So controlling area we have seen yesterday, and after that we have seen what do you mean by a company, and when we need to define a company and when it becomes an optional. Okay, first a definition of a company, when we need to define a company, and what is the importance of company codes. Clear? So we discussed yesterday what do you mean by company code and what do you mean by company. What is the difference between both when we need to necessary to define a company and when we need to define a company code. Clear? And after that we discussed, after company code creation, we discussed about FM areas. And after that we have defined business area, consolidation business area, functional areas. And the other side, as I said, that we are credit control areas and all we discussed yesterday, and profit center standard hierarchy. When we are going to implement in GL module, before entering into GL module, I will clearly explain the profit center standard hierarchy structure also. But we have discussed the what is the difference between a profit center and a cost center, right? Any questions still here? And we took one example of our organization structure, that is nothing but what is that, ultra tech. Yeah, ultra tech. And we have taken how many company codes? We have taken one company for our project, Ultratech group of companies. Okay, and after that we have we want to create 3 different company codes. 2 are Indian based company code and 1 is US based company code. Correct? So first of all, general settings we will see. Write down general settings. So we will do first configuration part. Okay. Okay, I'm logging in. So what kind of screen is this? What kind of screen is this? Which screen is this?
SAP menu.
Easy access.
Easy access. Easy access.
Easy access means what?
End user screen.
End user screen. So how to go to our project screen?
SPRO.
SPRO, perfect. Right, SPRO environment. Our consultant will work on this SPRO screen that we have discussed, right? This is our screen. And end user screen is easy access screen. Okay, write down first step general setting. Write down. First step, define countries in my SAP systems. It's a systems, not system, it's a systems. Define countries in my SAP systems. Write down path SPRO, path SPRO, path SPRO, SAP reference IMG, SAP reference IMG, SAP reference IMG. So same as it is. Everyone are able to see the screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So as it is, just write it out, whatever I'm saying. Path SPRO, SAP reference IMG, and after that SAP NetWeaver, general settings, next set countries, the next set countries, define countries in my SAP systems. Transaction code OY01. So you can go with the navigation part or transaction code. So I'll show you. So here this is okay. So here we have SAP NetWeaver, SPRO, SAP reference IMG, So SAP NetWeaver. Next one, general settings. General settings. Next one, set countries. Set countries. So define countries in my SAP systems. Okay, how to activate the transaction codes? Here the transaction codes are not active, correct? So how to activate transaction codes? Right. So again, I'm reiterating, I'm repeating. So how to activate transaction codes in the sense, go to additional information. Again, additional information, the next display key, the next Img activity. Additional information, display key, Img activity. So with this, transaction codes will be get displayed. See here, Y0 last 4 character or 4 digits are considered as a transaction codes, and universally it would be globally the transaction code are common. So user defined transaction codes will start with what? User defined transaction codes will start with what?
Z
Z.
or Y.
Yeah, any transaction which start with Z or Y, then that is nothing but not SAP standard transaction code. Those are user customized transaction codes. The transaction code which starts with Z or Y. Okay, so understood. F110 is a standard SAP transaction code. ZF110 customized transaction code. Okay, and this could be 90%, it would be 4-digit character code, or sometimes it would be 5. Clear, everyone? Yeah. So select define countries in my SAP systems. Transaction code Y01N. Y01N. So here, see, you can see here one is
Is it 0Y, OY01 or?
no, it's a Y01N. What is the transaction code I have
Your
written?
notes, it was OY01.
Or else make this as an Y01N.
Y01.
1N, sorry. It's wrongly updated here. Y01N. Y01N. Okay. And here you can see here 2 symbols. This one is Img Activity Documentation. As I said that SAP predefined, it provided a document. Okay. If you double click on this, it will give you the complete details of this particular setting. Define countries in SAP system. Okay. So here you can read out whenever you have a time, you can just check it out. It will give you the complete description of that particular activity. Okay. And one more thing, we have activity. Img activity. It is nothing but your execute button. It is nothing but this is a document and this is Img activity. The watch what you are able to see here beside to documentation. This is called Img activity, or normally we call it as an execute button. Execute button. Clear? So once it executes, okay. So next, so here total 238 countries are up. 238 countries are available. Understood? Total how many countries are available in SAP system? Total 230. A few systems you will find 237, and you will find 238. That's it. Okay, maximum you will have 238 countries are updated in SAP. So to go to your country, what is the country? For example, I'm working for a client called Indian client. So click on position, and each country will be having 2-digit code. Okay, 2-character code or 2-digit code. So here India, it will start with IN. So here country, give it as an IN. So whatever may be current country you have, you are doing US, then you can give US. Okay. So here IN, type IN and click on OK button. If somebody is not talking, kindly mute it. Okay. So select, click on position button and click on IN and select country IN. Okay. So countries will be SAP predefined. So we need to do the settings. So client country we need to select and click on. Once we select the country, then click on details button. Click on details button. Click on details button. Okay. Already alternate key for each country SAP standardly updated this. 664 is the Indian country. Okay. Name, country name, India. Fine. Next one, India. So check the hard currency here. Already I have done for previous batches. So that's the reason automatically it is updated as USD. So normally hard currency would be always USD because everything will be compared in international market in USD currency. So that's the reason make this as a hard currency as an USD. Okay. Next one, USD, write it down. So here you can see tax procedure. So here it is showing something different. So we are, our client is India. So we have Indian tax. So tax in. So tax, Indian tax procedure we need to select. Okay. So we need to select here. I'll just tax INN we need to select. See here, Indian tax, tax INN. So we need to select tax INN. So as per the country, you need to select. Okay. So select it.
What is the tax IN also there, Naveen?
No, but SAP standard provided is tax INN.
INN.
Sometimes we can, user will also create his own tax. Clear?
Naveen,
That will be the tax IN. Yes, sir.
Naveen, can you please go to the back from where we need to select the details tab?
Which one? This one?
Yes, back. If you can click on the back button. You said you need to click on the details tab, right?
1 second. See here, select IN. So the next one here, you can see the details button.
Okay.
Okay, click on details button, then the country. Okay, 664 India, Indian IND, hard currency USD, short name Indian. What is my tax procedure? Tax INN. Okay, next. And so date format, we need to select. So we need to select. So DDMMY. Okay. Decimal format. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0.89. So don't do any other settings. Just we need to do the same settings. One is hard currency, tax procedure, date format, and decimal format. Is this clear? So first of all, as whenever a client get us server, fresh server SAP, then we need to log in into client work environment. And first, as a consultant, functional consultant, we need to do this particular changes first of all, initially. Okay. Any questions? So what are the changes we have done here? Okay. So USD hard currency we need to change. Okay.
So, sorry.
Yeah.
So this is while configuring, while defining the countries. So the details already been provided by the client because this kind of.
Yes. The client will be provided the details.
Okay,
Because
so
already those details will be there in existing system, legacy system, in their non-SAP system, right?
okay.
And these
So,
details will be provided by client, your client.
yes.
So according to that, you need to update in your their SAP environment.
Okay, we need to configure. Okay.
Yeah. Clear?
Okay.
So next, click on. So after entering these details, click on Save button. Click on Save button. Clear? So here this is considered as a, which company we are doing settings? We are doing settings for Ultratech group of company, right? But here, which settings it is showing?
Penna group company.
Right? So here, first of all, try to understand it is showing it as a customizing request. So normally, whenever on your desktop, few details are there, like your resume, your pay slips, your Aadhaar card, your PAN card details, and your passport details are there. And your HR is asking to send your resume, latest resume, your pay slips, 3 months last or 6 months pay slips, bank statement, Aadhaar card, PAN card, passport, and all are on your desktop. It is in different places on your desktop. So what you will do first? You will send one after the other.
No, we'll rename, save it and then send.
Sorry.
When we will save the documents, we will rename those and then we will send.
We will store under one folder.
Yeah.
Right. And what we will do, we will rename it and we will send it to as the folder, complete folder. We will have all the documentation and we will send it in one go. Correct?
Yeah.
So instead of sending one after the other. Correct. In the same way, whatever settings we are going to do, clear, whatever settings we are going to do, that we need to save under one particular number. This is called a request number. This in SAP environment, as I said earlier session. So here now we are working under development server, correct? Development server. So whatever settings, configuration settings we are going to do in development server, that has to be moved from development server to quality server, and from quality server to production server. So here, if I am saving different request numbers, different request numbers, then is it possible to transport from one server to another server easy? Or if we are saving all the configuration settings in one transport request number, which one is easy?
One task.
If we save all the transport request and all the configuration settings in one transport request, so that we can give the transport request number to our basis consultant. Okay, once all the configurations are done, then the basis consultant will transport your all the settings, configuration settings, and whatever things we will develop, all those will be transported from one server to another server. If we are having thousands of transport requests, then is it possible? Maybe 1,000 transport requests are there. Maybe we have moved all the transport requests 999, but we forgot one transport request number. Then whatever we have moved in quality, then your testing will not get successful, because one transport request is missed, which we don't know which one is missed. So that's the reason, as a consultant, what we need to make sure that whatever configuration settings we are going to do, that need to be stored normally, as I said, that one folder. So your folder, we call it as a transport request number. Okay, this request
Naveen,
number,
I have a question.
please.
So this request number, think about a scenario. We move from development to quality.
Correct.
And after moving to quality, the consultant team has to make some other changes in development.
Correct.
Do we have to make the customized request in the same number, or does it create? Okay.
No, it should be the same number.
Okay. Even if one bunch has gone to quality,
yes,
still the next for the second bunch will have the same number. Okay.
Yes. Then that would be easy for us. Okay. So integration would be easy for us if it is in same request. So again, the request would be, again, I'll tell you most of the times, I'll explain briefly about the transport request, how many types of transport request we have. Here it is showing customized. There are two types of transport request. One is customized transport request, and next one workbench transport request. I'll tell you when it will take customized transport request. We will have complete one session on the request part, transport requests.
Sure.
Thank you. So here, so that's the reason we need to make sure that it should be saved on one transport request. So we can transfer. If we store in different transport requests also, it's not an issue. But at the time of movement from one server to another server, okay, if we miss something, then everything would be disturbed. Clear, everyone? Okay. So here you will have click on create. Okay, click on create request. Okay, based on this.
At the time of settings only we have to do this, Naveen.
Yes, the transport request we need to create. We are creating now. We are saving whatever changes we have done now. We are saving in one particular request.
Okay.
Clear? So every time, like controllers,
Every time it will prompt, right?
Yeah, whenever we do a configuration step, automatically it will prompt it. We need to select the correct transport request.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So client to client, we will move the data, right? Server to server, right? So click on create. So which module we are doing configuration? FICO. Okay. So I'll write it as an underscore CD. So client dependent settings. What do you mean by client dependent settings? For example, what is our client right now? Which client we are working?
Ultratech.
Client 800 means whatever settings we are going to change, that will be changes only in client 800 only. So same time we have some other clients in this particular server, then this particular data will not affect in that particular different clients. So here I'm calling it as a client dependent. Okay. Client dependent. Okay, client independent settings in the sense the same configuration steps will reflect in other client also. Here we are having in this particular server, 3 different clients are there, 800, 810, 820, right? So if I say client dependent setting in the sense, this is applicable only for 800 client, not for 810, 820. Okay, if I say client independent setting in the sense, the same thing will be reflecting 800, 810 and 820. Clear? That I'll show. Okay, next one, this is server. So here, see client number 800. So here we can give the description. What is my group company? Okay, Ultra Tech. I'm giving my company name, Ultra Tech Group. Group company. Configuration settings. Okay. Okay. So who will give this naming convention in the sense? Our project manager will give the naming conventions. Clear? So what is the configuration step we need to give the name? Clear? So all the naming convention will be given by project manager. So according to that, we need to give the naming convention. Okay. The project manager will explain us. We have to follow if we are a consultant. Okay, project to project, the naming conventions would be different. So generally we follow which module we are doing configuration, and is it a client dependent or independent, that we need to, and company name. That's it. So apart from that, we have owner, who is the owner. It's over there. It will be given, it's a client. Okay. And your source client, what is the client, and who is the user. And last changes, what is the date we have done, 24/7. That's it. So 257, the system server time it will take. Okay. Then next, after, just write it down. So you can create your own company with that different naming convention. So Ultratech Group company configuration settings, which I have given. So FICO module name and client dependent. So click on save. Click on save. So now you can see automatically the number will be get generated. Please note it down, this request number Y01K 902767. Y01K 902767. Under the table V_T005. So where it is storing all the configuration step, it's going to be stored under a table called T005. Okay, and description, whatever we have given, the same description will be reflected here. Just write it down. Okay. So click on OK button. This is okay. Continue. That's it. So with these details, the transport request has been saved. So once again, I'm saving it. So one more country we need to do now. Go back. Okay, click on position button. Our company is in India and as well as in US, right?
Yes.
So select, click on position button, click on US. Say okay. So select US and again click on details button. Alternate country 664. This is India, it is showing still. Okay. Alternate country 400. United States. See here, hard currency it is showing USD. Okay. So here, tax procedure, tax US only. So it's by default it is set at perfect. Okay. And here MMDDYY. Okay. So the decimal format is also okay for me. Okay. This is for US settings. So need note, just whenever you log in into your system, just check it out Indian country settings and US settings. Okay. Then next click on save. Now it won't ask transport request. Already it got saved. The country got saved in, so data already saved. Next one, right on. Next configuration step, insert regions. So countries we have done. Next one, insert regions. Okay, so we have done with this. Insert regions. Write down path same as above. Path same as above. Transaction code OVK2. Transaction code OVK2. So you can see here, insert regions. Transaction code OVK2. Okay, click on insert regions. Click on insert regions. So here we have branches in India, Hyderabad, right? So here select, click on position button, click on position button and press Q country IN, give country IN. Okay, all the states related to Andhra Pradesh, sorry, India. So here 01 has been removed. 01 is removed. Earlier it was undivided state. So then it was showing as 01 was the Andhra Pradesh. Okay, now it starts with 02. Okay, now you can find the last states are Telangana and see here 37 Andhra, 36 Telangana. Okay, if it is not available, okay, Okay.
What is that eighth one? I mean, region 8, that's also Andhra Pradesh.
Which one?
So, 8, underneath one, below the last one.
This one? Yeah, it is
Yeah.
user has defined this. These are SAP
Okay.
standard. These are user defined. See again 8, Telangana 2, AP, Andhra Pradesh. Clear? So here these two are standard. So if you won't find this, then user will define its own this one region, this one. So by clicking new entries. Okay. So for example, at the time of SAP has purchased our client, then at that particular time, wherever state is new formed state, then SAP is not upgraded with that particular state. Then at that particular point of time, we need to click on new entries and we need to define our state and region code. You will get in Google or as per your client place, you will get the region code. So we need to update region code. We need to update the country. We need to update the state by clicking on new entries.
Okay, but country cannot be defined.
Yeah.
The 238 and 237.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want, I can. So here, if I remove this. So now, so click on new entries. I'll show you how to create new entries. Country IN. Okay. India. 36 for Telangana standard. Okay. Description Telangana. Telangana, and next one is 37 for Andhra. IN 37. Okay, Andhra. Andhra Pradesh. Okay, if it is not defined, then it already exists. Okay, then you can click on. It's already there. So I've not saved it. So go back, you will find now. Because I've not saved it. I've deleted it, but I have not saved it. So you can see on the bottom. Sorry, India, click on position India. IN, if you see 36 here. It got and save it. What is our this one? The same, right? So insert region, new entries. Country is already defined. 36. See here, now it is data saved. IN 37. We need to save first after deleting Andhra Pradesh. That's it. Now you can see here. Go back. Now you can back again. Go to insert region. You can click on position button. India. So now you can find the regions. 36 and 37. Earlier it was not clear. So anything,
Yes.
any region we can insert and we can get it. Next one. Now other one, where is our other branch? Which is in Mumbai, right? Maharashtra. Okay, Maharashtra is which, right? Next one we have 18. Sorry, Maharashtra 13. Maharashtra 13. Okay, if you want to check California, then go to click on position button. US. So we have one branch in California. So you can check here, see here, US, California state. Clear? So it's already defined. If it is not defined, then we need to go to new entries and country, region, and description. That's it. So click on save button. So we have checked Telangana, Andhra Pradesh because we have our branches, Telangana and Andhra. And next one, we have a branch in Maharashtra. We have a branch in California. All right, next one. Next one. Next step is check currencies, currency codes. This is also very important. Next step, write down before calendar. Insert regions, currency settings. Put a heading as in currency settings.
In the insert regions, we are just selecting the regions, whatever we require and saving it. That's it.
Correct, correct. That's it.
Right? Okay.
If
So
it is
only
not there,
those regions will be configured.
correct. So at the
Okay.
time of company creation, company code creation, I'll show you. If the regions are not available in SAP system, then we can't assign that particular state.
Okay.
Okay, that I'll show you while creating a company in company codes, especially. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So currency settings, write down the path. SPRO.
Naveen, after generating that ID, do we need to save it and
Yeah, we need to just click on OK. That's it.
okay? No need of sending any request right afterwards.
No, nothing. Just we need to see the description. Is it R or not? Then we need to click on OK button.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Currency settings. SPRO. SAP NetWeaver. Okay. Then next, general settings. General settings. Currencies. General settings. Currencies. Check currency codes. Check currency codes. So transaction code OY03. Transaction code OY03. Okay, I'll show in the system. So go back. Go back. So here you can see here. Okay, path SPRO. SAP NetWeaver. General settings. Here you can find currencies. So currencies. Next, check currencies. Okay, OY03. OY03. Check currency codes OY03. So click on execute. Click on execute. So we need to check the 6 currencies. What are the currencies we have? In yesterday's thing, we have INR, USD, Euro, GBP, SGD, or CAD and CAD. So we are going to do the transactions with Indian currency, USD currency, because the reporting we want in INR currency and USD currency, correct? And apart from that, we are going to do the transactions apart from these two currencies. We are going to do with Euro currency, GBP currency, SGD currency, and as well as CAD currency. So the client will say that, okay, I'm going to deal number of currencies, number of imports and exports I'll do. So as per that, we need to see the currencies are updated or not in the system. Clear? So it's a prime responsibility to check. Okay. So currencies available are the system. So click on position button. This is only verification. We are not going to do any changes in this. INR. So it's available INR. Correct. So next we need to check USD. If it is not available, then we need to create it. The next USD is also available. Okay. 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 Write down one thing. Sometimes what happens is you are finding here USD. Okay. So here sometimes you will find USDN also, two currency. That is also American dollar, and USDN is also American dollar. Clear? So what does it mean in the sense? Write down secondary currency. We call it as a secondary currency. If suppose some countries, write down, suppose some countries, multiple currencies, USD and USDN. USD is a primary currency and USDN is a secondary currency. Okay, what is the difference between USD and USDN in the sense? Normally, after, okay, it will take USD 2 decimals standard. Okay, but USDN is taking 3 decimals with the same value, but the format of accounting would be something different. So primary currency, it will take 2 decimals. When it comes to USDN, it could be 3 or 4 decimals according to client requirement. So they want accounting format looks like some .0000 or .00, that is standard, but .000 he want after decimal, they want 3 zeros or 4 zeros. Clear? So as per the client required, then we need to create a secondary currency. Like USD now we have, it's already there. So we need to create one more currency, secondary currency as an USDN. Understood? But as per the client requirement, we need to create that particular thing. So primary currency, standard currency, which is followed by across the globe, right? But what is the secondary currency? In decimals, they want to some changes. Clear? INR, how many decimals we will have normally?
2.
2. So if client want more than 2 decimals, then we need to create a secondary currency. So by clicking at new entries. Clear? INS, Indian secondary currency. Clear?
We will create the other one again, but how do the system knows that it should take like back and we should do the changes as well?
Sorry. Can you please come again?
So like now the standard one, it is taking 2 decimals.
Correct.
So for the client requirement, we want 3 decimals that needs to be shown, and we have given a new entry here. We have put it as USDN. So
Correct.
how many decimals it should take and all back and even like we should again configure those things also.
Yes. See here. Here new currency has been, we will do that backend activity also. How many decimals? For example, if I say new entries, see here. Currency, something USDN. Okay, long text, USD, what we call it, secondary currency, or long text, I'll give it as an, I'll mention it as an USDN, American dollar, I'll write like this. American dollar. So after decimal within the bracket, I'll put it as an 00.5 decimals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear? And short text, I'll give it as an US dollar. Right? ISO code, if at all ISO code, that is nothing but USD. Valid until. And click on save button. That's it. So whenever you are doing a transaction, automatically American dollar, it will take it as an as per your text, it will take your decimals also. In the backend, again, we are going to define the currency of American. Clear?
So whatever we are giving it in the text, that will be picked.
No, again, we are going to do the other what configuration we will do for decimals also. Dollar decimals.
Okay.
Manually, we need to update 5 decimals or whatever decimals client required. That I'll show. Clear? Here I'm not saving it.
Naveen, here having the primary check option right there.
Yes, that's what. If you are creating a secondary currencies, 2 currencies are there. USD and C here are automatically updated here. Right? So here 2 currencies are there. One is American dollar and American dollar. This one. So which one is the primary? So we need to, now we have a two currencies, US dollars. So we need to click on primary, this one. This one will become a primary and this one will become secondary. Clear? Whenever you have a two currencies, then we need to select this primary option. Clear, everyone? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Where we have additional currencies, then one currency we make it as a primary, and second one we remaining other currency we need to make it as a secondary. Okay. Okay. Now we will check for euro currency. Okay, euro. See here again, this is a primary and they have defined secondary currencies. Okay, next we will search for euro, and after that we will search for GBP. Is also available, GBP. Okay, next one, click on position button. CAD
We
currency.
have not selected euro.
No, I'm not selecting because it's already there. If I'm creating, then I need to select it. Just I'm showing you the selection, I'm showing you, that's it. It's not going to reflect anything. Okay, at the time of posting a transaction, these currencies will be, we can select it. At the time of posting a transactions. Clear?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Next.
here you are only ensuring that currencies are there,
Exactly.
yes or no.
Available or not, that's it. We are just checking in the system. My client require these currencies. Indian INR, USD, Euro, GBP, CAD currency, SGD. So these currencies are available in the system or not. That's I'm checking. That's it. As a consultant, it's our prime job to check before doing any organizational structure configuration. Is that clear?
But Naveen, these are SAP standards, right? Like any which ways SAP will provide us.
What happens is,
again,
for
to
example,
the-
SAP provided. So here, when I say USD currency, what there may be at the time of configuration, whatever SAP provided, there are two US currencies are there, and it's not checked the primary for first currency. It's by default, it's not checked. Clear and standard. So I have a confidence that okay, whatever SAP has provided, okay, that we can follow, and I have not checked the currency settings. Then what happens is at the time of posting currencies, the system will get a confusion that which one is the primary and which one is the secondary. So at the time of generating any my reporting, like as I said that, okay, local GAAP reporting or IFRS reporting or US GAAP reporting, then the currencies may get difference. The reporting standard may get different. So normally I would like to show my reporting as primary currency format. Correct. So here I have not selected any primary currency because SAP didn't check anything primary, because as per the client requirement, it will check primary and secondary. Hope you got it. As per the client requirement, primary would be the more decimal one, and whatever standard is that should be secondary for him.
Okay, Naveen. Yeah, so I have one question. So
Please.
while we are pulling the report, like as you said, gap report. So if the client or if you wanted to pull the report by taking the secondary currency, so at that time, do we need to select here as a configuration part? We did the check on the primary.
That we will see at the time of document splitting.
Okay.
Because we have a concept, as I said, that in our new GL concept, profit center, this one, we have all the reporting formats, whatever reporting format you want to pull and what way you want to pull, everything we configure there.
Okay, at the time we can take the segregation, like we need the secondary kind of a formatted report. Then we can
yes, we can at the time of selection only automatically which currency you want to do, USD or USDN. It will ask.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Clear. But what's her question is, when SAP is providing a standard SAP, then why we need to check this? Is that right, Lalita?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what. Here there is some chances are there that SAP standard may not select the appropriate appropriate option. So that's the reason we are checking. So that's the reason in other institute normally what they will do is they won't do the general settings. Clear? Directly they'll start with company and company code, but interview definitely in interview, whenever you're going to face any interview. So what is the primary settings you are going to do at client place? So normally people say that we will start with the organization structure configuration, but no, we need to check this. Even though it is a safety standard, we need to check.
Okay, so at the time of implementation, whatever the currencies were given by the client, so we need to check whether all
Whether
those
it is available
will
in the system or
be
not,
as per
we
the
need to
standard
ensure.
currency setup. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Next one, last step. Once we save this, see here it will ask transport request because we have made a change. So we need to check, say okay. So last general settings, write down maintain calendar. Maintain calendar. Okay, write down maintain calendar. Path same as above. So I'm not dictating complete path now because wherever it is same, I'll just say that same as above. And transaction code OY05. OY05. Okay. So till currencies, it is the same, not currencies. General settings, till general setting. So here you can find maintain calendar. OY05. Okay. So click on maintain calendar. Maintain calendar. OY05. So here SAP standard would be there. So we need to configure as per the calendar client calendar. Okay. So here click on maintain calendar. Okay. So this is the calendar. So we have holiday calendar and factory calendar. We need to define it. So here, if we want to add any public holidays, we need to add here. So whatever it is, we can all define here as per the client requirement. Okay. In real time, we are going to check calendar is there or not, but it's a purely HR activity. We are not going to define. Our functional consultant will see, okay, that's it, and leave it, because the holidays would be done as per the configuration with HR. Client and HR consultant and client will see this configuration. Clear? So calendar will be created by the HR module. So how they will create, I'll just, okay. So select holiday calendar and click on change button. If at all any holiday you want to define. Okay. So you are sitting with HR and FI consultant. We are FI consultant and we are sitting with HR, and with the client, we are finalizing the holiday calendar. Okay. Select country, IN, select Indian calendar. So here, so all the countries' calendars will be there here. So here you can see IN, Indian calendar. Okay. Right. And click on here, change button. Indian holiday, change button. Okay. Click on change button. So here, see, you can see here. Already I have added these holidays list. Gandhi Jayanti, Independence Day, Sankranti for Indian. Okay. So total 8 I have selected. Okay. If you want to delete anything from this, so select anything. Okay. Select delete it. Okay. And I'll just change it as an change it from, for example, it's not at 1900. I'll make this as an 2010. For previous batches, I've taken from.
Naveen, how you have added those holiday names?
I'll show you once again. Okay, if you want to delete any, select that and click on delete. If you want to assign any new holiday, then click on assign holiday. You can select from your calendar, public holidays. So you will have new year holiday you want to add, select it and assign public holiday like this. Okay.
Any holiday which is not there in that list, then
And we can assign it.
okay.
Assign holidays. See, 8 holidays I have defined. So I would like to delete this May Day. Okay, click on delete and next click on assign. And you want to make this as an all the list of holidays will be there here. Christmas Eve. Then select Christmas Eve and click on
No,
assign
for
public
example,
holiday. That's it.
the holiday list is not there in this box. Then the new holiday, there will be new holiday as per the client requirement that is not there in this list. Checks drop down list.
Okay.
So then
It
how
will be there,
would-
right? Normally it will be there. Complete holiday list as per the country, it will be there. Or we can assign new holidays. In the same, go to calendar and you click on new.
Okay, okay.
Okay. That again, I'm telling you, this is absolutely HR headache. But still you should have an awareness as a consultant. Because we are going to work as per the client requirement, client holidays. Okay. Click on save button. Okay. Click on save. Yes. Yes. So here I have made it as in 2010. So click on OK. That's it. Now it got updated with 2010 to 2098. Okay. So once again, click on save. So go back. So what was your question? So here how I came in the sense. So here holiday list. See, these are I have selected holidays, calendar. Okay. Then click on change button. Then next select your client is from India. So go to client IN. So select your country, client country, and the next click on change button. Then this list will be updated. Clear? Yes, no?
Yes.
So click on save. Back button. Back. So no changes in US calendar, for example. And next one, factory calendar. Click on factory calendar. Okay. Next, click on factory calendar. So click on change button. Click on change button. Okay. So again, select country IN. Select country IN. Select country IN. Click on change button. Okay. Factory calendar for India. So here I'll write it as in the description I'll change. Factory calendar for India. Okay. From 2000, I'll change the validity 10 to 98. And see, it's an optional. The client will update these things, everything, right? So factory date starts. I'll give it as an instead of 1023, 2010. Okay. So here you can see. So it's an Indian calendar. Earlier it was Monday to Friday, but I have added Saturday also. So normal factories will work, not MNCs. So normal Indian factories will work from Monday to Friday. Clear? So only Sunday and public holidays are a holiday. Clear? So your holiday calendar, we are going to link it here. So earlier, whatever holiday calendar we have given, that we are giving here IN. So no changes in US calendar. So how the factory calendar is going to link? In the sense holiday calendar ID, we have given IN. So that IN will be mentioned here. So automatically your Indian holidays, public holidays will be linked to the factory calendar. Clear? So that's the reason here you can see public holidays. So that 8 public holidays will be considered for factory apart from the Sundays in a month. So if you want to make it a Saturdays also holiday, then you need to remove this work days. Is this clear, everyone? So
Why these holidays should be configured in SAP 11?
of course, right? Your employees will work. So you need to take the data, SAP systems. Normally SAP system, you are entering a data on normally as per the company's act, the employees are not supposed to work on holiday, public holidays. And you are
But
entering.
sometimes they will work, right?
We do that. Those are exceptions. But as per standard, we are not supposed to work on any public holidays, factory holidays. So we need to define, right, as per what are the holidays are there. So which day you have entered the transaction. For example, you are doing work from home. Normally you need to enter the data on Monday to Friday's data. But you are not working on Friday. You are working on Saturday. You are working on Saturday. So the system will capture automatically, and you are bluffing your manager stating that I worked on Friday, but not on Saturday. But whenever they generate a report, it clearly shows that you are working on so-and-so date. That day is a Saturday, which was holiday. Clear? Hello? So the data, for example, employee updated attendance, he didn't work. Right? So what is the activity he has done on that particular day? How can I do that? How can I select it? So with this configuration settings only, your posting date, whatever document date, and everything will be captured from here itself. And it's a purely holiday calendar. As I said, that it's not FI consultant activity. This is purely of HR activity. But we should have a knowledge that backend we are going to do along with the HR, because FI is integrated with HR also. Is this clear?
Yes, no.
So click on save button. So click on OK. So with this, the general setting part is completed. So we have done the general settings. We have maintained the calendar. Clear? We have done currencies, countries, right? And calendar part. And okay. So now we can do the enterprise structure. Enterprise configurations. Give me 2 minutes time. I'll be back. So after that, we will start with the enterprise structure. Okay, sorry. So write down enterprise structure configuration. Enterprise structure configuration. Okay. Okay. So first step. First, we will have the enterprise structure configuration is divided into two parts first. Okay. Or three parts. You can write it as in 3 steps. First one. Defining FI enterprise structure. Defining FI enterprise structure. And after that, so once we need to define different steps, and after that, second step, assigning FI enterprise structure. Assigning FI enterprise structure. And third step, company code global parameters. Company code global parameters. Okay. Okay. So first one. So write down first step. Under definitions. Okay. Under definition of FI structure, first one, define company. Define company. First step, we are going to do define company. The next, define credit control area. Define credit control area. Define company code. Define company code. Define company code. Define company code. Next one. Define company code. Next one. Define business area. Define business area. Define business area. Next one. Define functional area. Define functional area. Define functional area. Define functional area. Okay. Under that, next one, maintain consolidation business area. Maintain consolidation business area. Maintain consolidation business area. Maintain consolidation business area. Next one. Maintain FM area. Maintain FM area. Maintain FM area. Next one. Define segment. Define segment. Define segment. And define profit center. Define segment and define profit center. So in definition, this is the last step. So first here, okay. So here first we are going to define company here. We are going to first define company, and after that we are going to define company codes. Okay, so here you can see here company. So controlling area, operating concerns, we will define once we done with the basic configuration, FI configuration steps. So write down first one, define company. Write down define company. First step. So we are going to do with the complete path. Okay, define company or definition of company. Write down path SPRO, path SPRO, SAP reference IMG, SAP reference IMG, SAP reference IMG, enterprise structure, enterprise structure, definition, definition, financial accounting, financial accounting, define company, define company, define company. Okay, transaction code OX15, transaction code OX15. So here we are going to define our company here. So what is my company? So here we have defined our company name as Ultra Group of Companies Limited. This is my company, right? So I'll go with the path. So save button. So go back. So we are in SPRO. So this is general setting. So here you can see here enterprise structure. So we are configuring enterprise structure now. Enterprise structure, definition. Okay, financial account. See here, all the modules will be displayed here. Financial accounting, controlling, MM, SD, material, sorry, MM, logistics, sales, SD module, right? Plant maintenance, HRM module. So all. So here, financial accounting, define company, transaction code OX15. So click on execute. So here you can see the description. What do you mean by company and all? Okay, define company. What is the definition of company and all? So
Naveen, in real time, it is like project name, right? Which project?
sorry,
In real time, this company name is like project name. Which
client
which
will give
project
you
we
what, not project name. So client will have a company, right? If you are doing for Bajaj group of companies, this one, SAP implementation. So the company name would be Bajaj Group of Companies Limited. And Bajaj Electronics is one company code. Bajaj Financial is another company code. Clear? That's not a project company name. Company is nothing but the group of companies. We are doing a project for Bajaj group of companies. Now here we are doing a project for Ultra Tech group of companies. Our
Okay.
client is Ultra Tech group of companies. Clear?
Yes, yes.
So next click on define company. So here I'll write it as a, now click on new entries. Click on writer, click on new entries. Now here I'll write it as an Ultra. Okay, company Ultra. So company name, I'll write it as an Ultra group of company or Ultra Tech group of companies. Okay, we don't, next one. I'll write it as an Ultra Tech group of companies. Okay, so here I'll write street as per the client company address we need to mention here. So the client will provide all these details. Okay, street. Okay. I'm giving any this Lal Bungalow. Begumpet, PO box number, and I'll give it as in 12 dash, anything. Okay, 35. Okay. So postal code, I'll give it as in 5,16,000. See, these 4 fields are text fields. These 4 fields are text fields. We can enter anything, right? And city. We have already explained what do you mean by text fields. Next one, country. Okay, so country, India. So if you want to select it, you can select from here. So click here. Okay, IN India. Language, English. So EN you can give, or you can select from drop down. And currency, INR. Company code, currency. Company currency. Okay, just write it down. So what is company? Ultra. Don't forget this. Write it on a paper. Company Ultratech group of companies. So name company name to Ultratech GC. Okay. Once you're done, let me know.
So Naveen, I have one question.
Please.
So for example, at the time of implementation, so the details which we are entering, this is as per the client requirement, the document they will provide, right?
Yes.
So you see, okay. Unfortunately, we did a mistake, and
Sorry,
have,
we did.
yeah, unfortunately, we did the wrong details. We entered the wrong details on the system.
Okay.
No one notified that, and at the time of operation wise, so it will create a lot of problems. Like for example, not only the company, if we are creating the vendor master, like we have given the wrong incorrect details, then that will impact a lot of operation activities. So then what will be the consequences and what will be the rectification?
See here, once we will do in our development server only, we will do different scenario testings.
Okay.
Clear? Definitely, whatever consequences we are going to get in production, before that only we will get all, we will do all sort of testings in unit testing kind of thing we will do in our development server. So over there itself, we will find the issues. Clear? The same, what as you said that some thing we have made a mistake manual, this thing. Then we can rectify here itself. We can transport that to a quality and production server. We can edit at any point of time in a development server.
Okay.
Is that the same question you asked?
Yes, but we also did not rectify it, and
see here we won't rectify, but client will 100% rectify. Client will update it. We will send it to, we will give this to quality server. Once we give it to quality server, the CTMs will check everything, the complete data before they're signing it. 5th sign.
Okay.
Signing process we have done, right? What are the signing processes?
Yes.
One, unless until they won't get all the critical scenarios, they will test. Once everything is fine, once they accept it, okay, UAT, okay, then only that can be moved from a quality to production. Clear? Before that,
yes,
they won't do it.
Yes, clear.
Yeah. Okay, then next click on save button. Okay, so when we are saving, okay, when it is asking, so here it will ask for request. Okay, so here, so we need to check here. See, T880 company will be stored in T880 and request number automatically updated. Here you need to see the description. Is it the same description we have created? So FICO, client dependent, Ultratech group of company, configuration settings. Correct? So the next click on So if you are in a different, it is showing different configuration setting step. Then you need to click on own request, click on own request. Then all the whatever transport requests are there, that will be listed out here. Then you need to select your required one. Wherever, see here, it is Narne, L&T, Penna, JK company. So we need to select our request, this one description or this one. So double click on this. That's it. Clear? Sometimes it will show different one. Then you need to click on own requests. And here you need to select what is your request and click on that particular request. Is this clear? So click on OK. Now click on save button once again. Back. So now you can see your company has been created here. What is this? Ultratech group of companies and Ultratech second name. Any questions on this? So company creation has been done. Next one, credit control area. Define credit control area. Write down. Second step, define credit control area. Definition of credit control area. I have not mentioned define credit control area here, but still you can write down the path. Define credit control area. SPRO. Write down the path. SPRO. SAP reference Img. SAP reference Img. SAP reference Img. Next, from there, enterprise structure. Enterprise structure. Enterprise structure. Definition. 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 Define credit control area. Define credit control area. Define credit control area. Transaction code. Transaction code OB45. Transaction code OB45. Okay, or OB45. Okay, define credit control area OB45. So here, go back. See here, define credit control area OB45. Okay, so credit control area. So click on. So, okay, click on new entries. Click on new entries. Okay, so yesterday you remember. So what is the credit control area we want to define here? What is the credit control area? UIC1. Correct. So that's the reason first we need to write it. Then it's a better to this one. UIC1. Currency INR. Okay. So this is most important. So normally this is done at the time of SD FI with SD integration. Okay. So update option in the sense. Okay. So what does it mean in the sense? We are going to define credit limit for the customer. Means as we have done, we want to give a credit limit to all our customers. So here, when it need to be triggered. Okay, so here we will have it will show three options. It will show three options here. If we select option 12, okay, so just check these three. So what does it mean in the sense? So we have defined 3000 is the 3000 USD is the credit limit for a customer. So when it has to be triggered, in the sense, whenever we are creating a sales order At that particular time, the credit limit need to be triggered. Okay. Next, where it need to be? At the time of delivery. At the time of ready deliver goods, we are ready to deliver the goods. Okay. Sales order created and we are packed and everything. Once we are ready to deliver the goods at that particular time, it has to be triggered. And same time, we will prepare at the time of delivery, we will prepare another step. We will prepare invoice. That is nothing but bill. So at that particular time, it has to be triggered that the credit limit of the customer is 3000 USD. Understood? 000112 in the sense at order value. Okay, at the time of sales order creation. And next one at the time of delivery of goods, at the time of not delivered, not after delivering, at the time of release from our place to our port or our place to customer place at that particular time, or at the time of invoice. At the time of it is invoice. So it is absolutely customer credit activity. So 3 times it need to be triggered. Understood everyone? Means you are need to check. You can check in 3 different ways. So are we packing more than the credit limit or within the credit limit? So first time when it will throw at the time of sales order creation. Clear? At the time of sales order creation. Next one at the time of when delivery of the goods. Then next at the time of billing document, nothing but invoice preparation. So these 3 steps it will trigger. Okay. Any questions here? Okay. Any questions here? And second option. Okay. Open delivery and open billing. Okay, what does it mean? At the time of delivery of the goods, it will trigger, or at the time of invoicing the goods, at that particular time, it will trigger only 2 times. Okay, next one. Delivery and billing only it will deliver. Sales order level, it will not trigger, the second one. Okay. So here open delivery for sales order in the sense delivery is done, but billing is pending. At that particular point of time, it will trigger, or billing is pending. Billing is done and delivery is pending. Open in the sense open delivery and open billing in the sense delivery is done, but billing is pending, or billing is delivered and goods are not delivered. At that particular point of time, this one will be triggered. Clear everyone? These 3. The 99% of the companies will select 0012 order level, billing level, okay, delivery level. Understood these 3 options?
Yes.
Yeah, so select 0012. Okay, next one, fiscal year variant. Fiscal year is nothing but your financial year. Okay, SAP delivered some predefined fiscal years. So what is our fiscal year normally? What is our financial year, Indian financial year? What is Indian company financial year? It's April to March, correct? If I'm not wrong.
Yes, no.
You're right. So here SAP delivered a predefined this one. So here we can select April to March, that is V3. So as of now, we have not created our own fiscal year variant. So whatever SAP provided, that we are taking here. So here you can go here, P3 SAP standard provided. I'll tell you what are the SAP standard provided fiscal years when we do the fiscal year configuration. This is V3 April to March with 4 special periods. So nothing but adjustments. So we will talk more fiscal year configuration. We'll talk more about this. Financial year is April to March. Okay, if financial year is July to June, then we need to select V6. Okay, October to September, 6 months. 6 months. 6 months to December, 6 months. 6 months to March, 6 months. 6 months to April, 6 months. 6 months to May, 6 months. 6 months to June, 6 months. 6 months to July, 6 months. 6 months to September, 6 months. 6 months to October, 6 months. 6 months to November, 6 months. 6 months to December, 6 months. 6 months to January, 6 months. 6 months to March, 6 months. 6 months to April, 6 months. 6 months to May, 6 months. 6 months to June, 6 months. 6 months to July, 6 months. 6 months to August, 6 months. 6 months to September, 6 months. 6 months to October, 6 months. V9. And if it is Jan to December, then it is a K4. You can see here. K4 calendar year. Jan to December. So here what I'm doing is I'm going with the V3, Indian company. So I'll go with the V3. So select.
There are so many April to March the
No,
descriptions.
that is user defined one. Again, I'm telling you.
This V series, which ones
That's
are?
what SAP standard is V3.
Okay.
Clear. And other than the V6 is also standard. So just ignore the standard, because when we do our fiscal year configuration steps, I'll give you what are the SAP standard fiscal years. Is that clear?
Yes. Yes.
So April to March. Next one. Okay. So next, credit limit. I'll give it as a credit limit. So we are selecting fiscal year variant V3 as an April to March. So maximum credit limit, I'm giving it as an, for example. So we are giving 10 crores. 10 crores is nothing but 100 million. Okay, we are giving credit, and this particular configuration steps, the credit limit will be given by. Okay, so here credit limit will be defined by the credit management team. Okay, they will say that, okay, we can give the customers up to credit limit this much. Then we will update this amount. Okay.
Naveen, here, this is the limit for the entire credit control area.
Sorry.
And again,
Yes.
no, within credit control area, you will have customers. So credit limits for the customers, all the conditions should not exceed 10 crore.
Exactly.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, understood everyone? So this particular credit control area group, we are giving 10 crores is the limit. Okay. And next one. So there's nothing but 100 millions. Any questions to you? And this figure will be given by the credit risk management team.
In real time, this credit control area code UIC1 you have given, right? That will
Yes.
be provided by the client only.
But yes, client will given this.
Okay.
Or naming convention, as I said, that who will give the naming conventions? Who will give the naming conventions?
Project managers.
Project manager. So they will discuss with the client and they will create a chart with the naming convention. So whatever naming convention they give, so we need to configure accordingly.
Okay.
Clear? And a risk category and representative groups. As of now, we are leaving it blank. Okay. So right. A risk category and representative groups. Risk category in the sense. So specific customer. Okay. So here we are not classify. If we select risk category, then we need to classify the customer as per the risk. So here we are treating every customer is safe for us. So in real time, there may be a difference. So we will create a risk category and risk group separately. If customers you're dealing with, for example, one region customers you feel you can't give them 30,000 more than 30,000, then we will create some risk category and risk group. So as of now, I'll give with the other company code, I'll give with the risk category and risk group. So as of now, for this particular companies, I'm giving risk category and risk group representative groups are the same, means all customers are the same. All customers will have this particular credit limit. Clear? Okay, one category of all the customer. So write down as it is. Okay. So next, once you are entering all the details, so please enter as it is. Please enter as it is. So first company, whatever you are practicing, just follow the same way. So next way you start your these things, whatever you want to changes. So click on save button. Click on save button. So is the same company configuration. So click on OK. So once data saved, next one, press back button. Press back button and give the description. Ultra credit control area. Ultra credit control area. Hyderabad. So write down as it is. Ultra credit control area, Hyderabad. So click on save button. So here what we want, next credit control area is UIC1, UIC2. So it is also Mumbai, Indian based. So what I'll do, instead of creating separately, I'll copy whatever attributes we have given to UIC1, the same attributes I would like to copy for UIC2. Okay, UI ultra credit control area for Mumbai. So to copy that, so write down, select UIC1, select UIC1, select UIC1, and next click on copy as button. So here you can see beside new entries, you will find copy as button. Copy as button. So click on copy as button and give UIC2. Give UIC2. Okay, next click on press enter. Just to change it to Mumbai. Just change it to Mumbai. And click on save button. Now you can see two credit control areas are created with the same attributes. One is Mumbai credit control area, Mumbai customers, and Hyderabad customers. The limit of Hyderabad customers is also same. Mumbai customers are also same. Okay. UIC1 and UIC2. So we have one more credit control area.
Naveen, I have one doubt.
Please.
In real time, we are working for only one project, like Hyderabad project. We are
It's not a
implementing
project.
SAP.
It's not a project. Not project. It's client. So you will work for one client. That client may have number of company codes. So his company is in India, but his company will be in India and as well as US. And in India,
So US name would be different and Indian name, company name would be
why?
different, right?
Why? What is Tech Mahindra US name? What is Wipro's company's US name? Because Wipro is there in India, Wipro is there in US also. Got it? The name will not be different, right? But only they will mention it as in Wipro US, Wipro India. Tech Mahindra India, Tech Mahindra US. Clear?
Yeah, here we'll have private limited, but there Inc. Something. Yeah.
Private limited. See, in US that will call it as an, if it is established in US startup, then it is considered as an incorporations.
Yes,
Here in
yes.
India, we will call it as an limited companies. And in Europe, it is considered as an AG. Understood? Whatever client may have this, whatever project you are assigned, you need to do for US company and Indian company also. If the client is having branches in India and as well as US, so you're not restricted only for Hyderabad company. You have to configure, you have to do the configuration for company and as well as a company codes. Clear?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. I think you need to once again, please go through this organization structure.
Yes, sir.
Next one. So we have one more credit control area, that is US credit control area. Correct. So go to one more new credit control area. Click on new entry. This is for US. Okay. US UUC1 Ultra US credit control area 1. Okay. Currency. What is the currency?
USD.
USD. It's an USD. It's an USD. Okay. Same. Update same. We are taking this one. And it's an V3 we are taking. Okay. So credit limit. Next we will convert. Okay, I'm converting. Okay, I'll just, so I'll take it roughly. So here the credit limit would be roughly, I'm taking it as a 1.3 as per today's currency rate. Okay, credit limit in USD. Okay, right on. So US credit limit, currency USD. Okay, 0012 V3. And click on save button.
Is it US or UU?
Sorry, UU. Ultra U stands for US credit limit, credit controlling area. UUC1. So click on save button. Back button again. So I'll write it as an ultra credit control area for San Francisco. So you have created UIC1, UIC2, UUC1. Okay. Click on save button. Okay. So what is the step we have completed here? We have defined company. We have defined credit control areas. And last step we are going to do now. Define.
Naveen, can you once explain again about copying the configuration and pasting it in?
Here, right? So for example, you want to copy this one. So select UIC1. Okay. Then next click on copy as button. Click on copy as button. Then next give the details. Your credit control area name. Okay. UIC1 INR. So here, for example, I would like to create one more credit control area, UIC3. Okay. And the attributes will be the same. No changes in this. Only the credit control area would be the change. That's it. And remaining will be the same. Then only we need to do the copy activity. Okay. So just change the name and click on save button. Press enter. And after that, save button. That's it.
If the credit control limit is different, we can't use say copy
No,
as
yes,
option.
yes, we can't. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So next would be define company code. Next step, define company code. I think even that also I don't written here. Next step, define company code. Okay. So write down the path. Write down the path. SPRO, SAP reference Img, SAP reference IMG. SAP reference IMG. Enterprise structure. Enterprise structure. Definition. Definition. Financial accounting. Financial accounting. Edit. Sorry, financial accounting. Next, edit, copy, edit, copy, delete, check company code. Edit, copy, delete, check company code. Okay. Edit, copy, delete, company code. Transaction code OX02. Transaction code OX02. So here we have created company, we have created credit control area. Now we are going to create our company codes. That is very important. So what are our company codes here? Okay, here we have created our company codes, right? So here you can see our company codes. Company code 1, UI01 we are giving. So what is company code? Ultra Cement Private Limited, Hyderabad, right? And same time, one more company code in Mumbai. We have Ultra Steel Private Limited, Mumbai. And one more company code we have in US, that is we have given it as an UU01, Ultra Steel INC in US. Clear? So these three company codes we need to define. Okay, so first write it down. So here click on edit, copy, delete company code data. And next one, double click on edit company code data. Double click on edit company code data. Double click on edit company code data. The next, new entries. Press new entries. Okay, so here we need to give company code. Okay, 4 character it will accept, alphanumeric or complete alpha. Okay, so here we are going to give our company code as UI01. Okay, so here I'll write it as in, I'll copy from here only. Ultra Cements Private Limited, Hyderabad. Okay, so I'll write here also Hyderabad. So country, INR, IN. So very important is local currency. What is local currency? So whatever currency we are going to define at company code level, that currency is considered as a local currency. So what do you mean by local currency? The company code currency is considered as a local currency. Company code currency and local currency will be one and the same. Is this clear, everyone? So company code currency is also known as local currency. Local currency is also known as company code currency. So the definition of currency is very, very important here. So here we will give it as an INR. Next one. So you can put a star mark for currency. It's very important. Local currency and company code currency. So enter the details as it is. Okay. Any questions anyone have on this?
No, Naveen.
Press enter. Press enter. An entry already exists. That's what happens here. So whenever we are saving anything, it will already somebody is using UI01 or UI0. In real time, this particular error, we won't get it. This particular error, we won't get it. Why? Because somebody is already using the digit, this one company. So we need to check here. Company codes. So in the server, common server, whatever we are using, in that only we will get these issues. Or else we won't get any sort of issues normally. Okay, what
So
I'll
as
do
you are
is,
already creating the company and everything, we will also get the same, right?
sorry,
As you're already creating this credit control and company and these company codes, we will also get the same.
nothing like that. I'll give it as an UT01. Not instead of UI, I'll give it as an UT, Ultratech 01, Ultratech 01. Here I'll give it as an Hyderabad. So India, we will take it. Now you can press enter. Okay, just write it down. Okay, now we are going to change our company code as an what UI 01.
If the details, like say for example, we have used the same company code UI01, but the description and all is different also, it will
It won't
show.
accept because it will check with the code only, not with the description.
Okay. It will not only, it will not check all the currency or city, anything, only the code.
Company code.
Okay.
Okay, just we need to change it. That's it. Now you click on save button. It will accept. Now we need to give the complete details here. Just write it down. So we are changing our company as an UT. Fine. So our company code UT01, UT02, and UU01. So title. Okay, so here I'll select it as in company. So I'll give it as me here. Ultratech Siemens Private Limited. Okay, search name. I'll give it as an UT01. Okay. Next one, I'll write it as in Lal Banglo. Okay, I mean, I'll take it as in Begumpet. Begumpet. Okay. Next one, I'll take it as a 206. So here, if you won't define country, then you won't get here. Okay, IN, and same time region codes. So if you won't define here region codes, you won't get that 36 and 37. See here, 36 Telangana. So that's the reason we have to do this. Next one. Okay, this is corporate address we are maintaining. Okay, so PO box number 13 dash. That's it. Okay, so address we are maintaining corporate address, Ultratech Siemens Private Limited. Okay, UT01, Lal Banglo, or whatever address we have, the corporate address we need to mention here. Okay, click on save button.
Naveen, anything is mandate here, like few documents, like if we don't give, the system will not accept our saving.
Sorry, one more
Like
comment.
that, we have anything? No. So we have given few things like title, name, search term, like that, right? So in those fields, anything is mandate to give?
So here the major thing is not everything is not mandatory. Without updating address also we can go ahead. But the major thing at the time of company code creation is this particular thing, currency. Clear? Apart from currency, anything we can do it. For example, if I do one more currency, next one, UT02. Okay, I'll just show. Don't write anything now. Okay, Ultratech. Okay, UT02. Ultra Tech Steels Private Limited. Next company, I'll show here. Private Limited. Okay, Ultra Textiles Private Limited. City, Mumbai. Okay, country, India. So here again, currency would be plays a vital role. So the currency would be INR. Okay, and after this, language, English, EN, press enter, and the next click on save button. So here the details are country is mandatory one. So whatever you remember, this is mandatory wherever, and remaining everything is an optional. Clear? So here,
Okay, now the one with the tick symbol,
yes,
so it is
exactly.
the same. Okay,
Yes,
got
it's
it.
a mandatory. Okay, next one. I'll write it as an Ultratech Steel Private Limited. Steel Private Limited. Okay, UT02. This is also not mandatory. This is also not mandatory, UT02. Next one, I'll write it as address. And there the main road. The country is mandatory, IN, and Maharashtra region code is 13. So you can see here 13. Okay. So write down as it is. I'll take PO box number 21. That's it. Normally people will enter the company name, country, and a country, and they won't address any address. They'll save it. But in real time, we need to update all the details. So click on save button. So click on save buttons. So we have updated two company codes here. UT01, UT02, Ultra Cement Private Limited, Ultratech Steels Private Limited. Any questions still here? Any questions? So what I'll do is, it's everything is almost all new. So go through once the complete recording. I'll share it today. So again, startup, if you have already taken system and already you have a server, then start practicing in the configuration part and your server. If at all any questions, you can post in the group so that I'll answer.
So Navin, you're sharing it on the WhatsApp also, right?
What?
The same group.
I'm sharing in the group only, right? Every day.
Okay. No, you have taken the email address today, right? So
Email address in the sense hereafter, actually I was posting into public actually till now. So today onwards, the people who were email IDs are there, only those people who can view it. Hope you got my point. Earlier, I didn't took email IDs, so you can forward those recordings to anyone. Those people can view it. But now if I update an email ID, then if you forward someone, they can't view it or someone. Okay, it's only a restriction kind of thing.
Okay.
So that's the reason it's humble request. Kindly, whoever not yet forwarded their email IDs, please forward email IDs in the WhatsApp group so that I'll update and I'll share the recording part.
So at the time of seeing the recording, we need to enter the email ID. Then only it will play.
You need not to do anything. Just what you are doing till yesterday, do the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
So Navin, all these changes will be saved under same transfer request and
Correct.
then. Okay.
Correct. So once we do all the configuration steps, everything, complete FI configuration. If you want to move from development to transport, then we will give the transport request number, which is generated to our basis consultant, and he will take care the movement from one server to another server. So within the client movement, functional consultant will do. The data will be moved from one client to another client, then the functional consultant will do. But from one server to another server, the basis consultant will do. This is clear?
Yeah. So on a live environment, like for example, now this is a development for us.
Correct.
What we are creating. Okay.
Correct. This is a development environment. In this only we have a quality server. In this only we have a production server.
Correct. Yeah, we have one server.
Yeah. So, but I'll show you the complete how the transports will be moved from development server to quality server, quality to production.
Yes.
Everything I'll show you.
Okay.
Yeah. In real time, whatever activities we will do, the same I'll show you in this 800 client. Is that okay?
Yes, clear.
Yeah. Thank you all. If at all any questions, please. If something not understood, check and like what we do. So next Saturday session, before we start, you can ask your questions, or meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can post in WhatsApp so that I can answer. So, but go through once the recordings part, because you will have initial stages, definitely you will have a confusion, because you will always try to compare, like try to share like with your real time these things. Clear? Then you will find some sort of challenges, difficulties, and confusion part. Once we do further configuration steps, then definitely you will get rid of that sort of confusion. Okay, you will correlate at that particular point of time. You'll correlate with your day-to-day activities also. Okay, all. Yes, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thanks a lot.
Yes,
See you next Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.